we're going to kick off with the A's, and the first one up is Albania. So let's welcome Nick. Hello, Nick.
Hello, Michelle. I'm so honored to be the first one to kick off this great new show.
This is it. We don't know how it's going to go. Maybe we'll get to Z, maybe we won't. Who knows? Fingers crossed. Yeah, fingers crossed, because we spent a lot of time doing this. So let's kick off with Albania, and this is Nick's top three. Here's his number three.
Jam aty në buste tua Vetëm aty se ky shpirti po vjen Zjarë këto s'mundem do Shpresë mund të ty e humba zemëro Më ndihmo të largohem se të dua Zemëro
And there we have it. That's the first one to start us off. And it was 2006, Athens. And it was Louis Egili with Zjar I Fihoti. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But it means cold fire in English. It came 14th in the semis with 58 points. Nick, what do you like about this one?
Well, this was actually the first one who was totally sung in Albanian. So it was my get to know with the language. And it has so much for me going on. The simplicity, you could see this was a beginning country, trying to figure out how to do Eurovision with this. You took one popular, handsome guy and put him in a bit of a weird dancing situation, which he was clearly uncomfortable with, but also that was such a charming way of introducing himself. And I thought it was totally undeserved that it didn't qualify to the final. But it was one of the last. It was in the period that there was only one semi, so I think it hurt that. If it were two semis, he would have qualified. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely, without a doubt. I think that's why they changed to two semi-finals, was so that they get a bit more contrast and things like this going through. I love the fact. I like the typical Albanian dress that they wore, and I like the fact that basically they just hollowed a sheep out and made it into an instrument, which you don't see every day. That was unusual.
Exactly. Who in the Netherlands thought that such a culture could exist, And that's beautiful.
This is the good thing about Eurovision, is that we do get to see things from other cultures that we wouldn't necessarily get to see. And the dress, I love like the Albanian dress. I love a traditional dress. I think it's brilliant. I think everyone should have at least one person on stage in traditional dress.
Exactly, and it shows also that you could have a career when you're above 50.
True, that's true. But we do see a lot of older people on Eurovision.
Yeah, especially in the Balkans, playing those kind of instruments.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Well, there we have it. Let's go to your number two.
Day, I'm by your side when you're away. All that I ask is one moment in time, no strings attached, no drawing lines. Take my love, take my mind, carry me with you in your dreams. No, never let go, wonder of love, magical glow. No drawing lines, you fill my thoughts even when you're not here. I close my eyes,
And that was Moscow 2009. And it was Kedji Tola with Carry Me in Your Dreams. Came 7th in semi-final 2 and 17th in the final with 48 points. Now, Nick, what do you think to that?
They were robbed that year. This is such a classic and such one of the songs you could really belt out. And to be honest, I'm not that much of a singer, but I googled at YouTube the instrumental version, and I sung along with it many drunken nights. So my neighbors weren't that pleased with me, but I love this song. Yes, and the Blue Man. Who could resist the Blue Man on stage? I tell you.
Why was there a shiny gimp man on stage, just sort of lifting the black men dressed in black to where they needed to be? Why was she standing on people, sitting on people? What was going on with that staging, Nick?
Well, yeah, she wanted to be carried. Yeah, that's all I can think. But don't you think sometimes things have to be left to the imagination?
Yeah, I've thought about this a lot, and I still have no idea. I think it's possibly mad as a box of frogs, as we say in the UK.
Yeah. But then again, it was Moscow 2009. You mean the Ukraine had huge fans, on the stage. That was the year of the weirdest staging ever.
Yeah. Oh my goodness me. I mean, there's weird staging, and then there's just who thought of it? That's what I want to know. It's at the pub, slightly drunk, going, do you know what? I've got a brilliant idea for you staging at Eurovision. Why don't we get a green bloke, put a bit of sequins on it, be fine. 2 blokes dressed up as mimes. You can sit on him, you can stand on him, and we'll just carry you around. And she went, yeah, all right, yeah, sounds good to me.
Yeah, and then the thing was, this was the only non-Albanian track I put on in this list. So the fact that they kept it in English, just everyone could relate to the song and could understand it, but still had that stage, and that was amazing.
That is true. That is true. I think if it was in Albanian and they still had that stage, it would have done a lot worse than it did.
Yeah, I think so. I agree.
And here we go. Here's Nick's number 1. And that's Nick's Albanian number 1. It was 2018 in Lisbon. It was Eugent Bushpepper with Mall, which means yearning. Came 8th in semi-1 and 11th in the final with 184 points. Nick, why is that your favourite Albanian song?
Well, first of all, that Eurovision is very special to me. It was the first one I attended live. And I remember this song was not really a fan favorite. It was just bubbling under. And then during that live performance, then it hit people suddenly, and it really came to life on that stage. And the guy is a phenomenal singer. The range he has, and it fit the song perfectly. They didn't do a horrible translation like the years before. They finally sent it a man again. They usually went with the Albanian big-breasted singers, female singers, and now they did completely something different. And I ate it up. Yes, I really loved it.
I think his performance is fantastic, and every time I hear it, I even though it's on YouTube and it's not live, I'm going, oh, will he hit that note?
Yeah. And he does it every time. Isn't it amazing?
Yeah, every time. I've never seen him fail to hit that note.
Yeah.
I also think it's good that he came 11th in the final when he was 8th in his semi, which means that that's good for if you come 8th in the semi to come 11th in the final. That everyone must be happy with that in Albania.
Yeah, I think so as well. They don't score that high there in recent years, so I think that is a pretty decent score for them.
Yeah, I think they did really well. Well, that's it. That's Albania. That's Nick. We will see you later on in the alphabet. So we'll say goodbye to Nick for now. Bye, Nick.
Bye.